Today I did want to start off with something a little bit different though. Instead of going straight into Iran stuff, I'm going to start off with this rally um, from California. I think it's from LA, like the LA congressional race or something, or San Francisco, I guess. Soikat. I always forget how to say it because it looks like Saikat, but it's I think I've heard people say Shoikat. So, um, sorry about that. Um, So I was this is from the Hassan's YouTube channel. I'm not going to watch the Hassan portion. I really just want to watch. I had started watching this the other day while I was working out, and Jamal Bowman was up here speaking, and it was just getting me so pumped that I was like, okay, this is sick. I gotta play this for the stream. So I stopped it about the halfway point so that I could react to the rest of it with you guys, but. Jamaal Bowman is an incredible speaker, very powerful, both physically, as you can see, and also in his speeches or whatever. Like his words are very powerful. So I kind of wanted to start off with this because people like Jamaal Bowman, and so Jamaal, for those unaware, is I can't remember which district he was in exactly, but I know he was ousted by AIPAC in the same congressional or the same race that or the same cycle, sorry, that Cori Bush was ousted by AIPAC. So I think they spent $9 million against Cori Bush to get Wesley Bell elected. And I don't even know I can't even remember who the guy who replaced Jamaal Bowman or girl who replaced Jamaal Bowman was. But I think they spent like 20 million against him or something, so even more. He definitely deserves a spot. He definitely deserves a spot in political power, I think. So let's go ahead and watch some of the speech. Let's get a little bit wound up, get a little get this the energy up on the stream up a little. Let's watch Jamaal Bowman on this video. I think because this is Hassan's YouTube channel, I assume this is from his stream or whatever. But let's hear what he has to say.
But I want to center us in this movement right now. We are here because of people and children like Hind Rajab.
Yeah.
Whose family was slaughtered in Gaza when 335 bullets hit her family's car. A 6-year-old baby taken from us, all of us. Tens of thousands of children killed in Gaza with the U.S.-backed and sponsored genocide.
See, this was exactly why he was ousted. He wasn't afraid to say this stuff even back then. He might have had slightly softened language after October 7th, but he was very much I forget, was the cycle, it was in 2024, right? It was let's see. Yeah, 2024. So it was essentially 1 year after the Gaza genocide began, or like the modern iteration of genocide. I don't like saying that it was a genocide even before October 7th, but the acceleration of the genocide after October 8th. So he was out there saying this stuff. He might have been a little bit more cautious back then, but yeah, he was always fighting for justice, which is something that we need in our politicians.
Tens of thousands of women, children, and innocent people killed in Gaza by U.S. dollars and weapons. We are here also because of George Floyd.
Yes.
9 minutes, 29 seconds.
A lot of people also don't remember that the George Floyd, his murder and the BLM uprisings that happened after that. the people in Palestine, this was some of the first times that I really like, I really started to pay a lot more attention to Palestine. Was the people in Palestine started, they were painting murals of George Floyd on on their buildings and stuff, and they were they were explaining to people in the media how the same oppression that the police were using against George Floyd was the exact same type of oppression that, and black people in general, but was the exact same type of oppression, maybe not in scale, but in substance, as what the Palestinians were being subjected to by their occupiers. And so from like a narrative perspective, I think that was incredibly important because it really helped me personally start to pay a lot more attention to it. And I was like, yeah, you're right. This is the same exact, the same exact type of oppressive force that is being subjected against people over here and over there. The universalizing of that, I think, was very important to the Palestinian movement. And it helped get a lot of like the more left progressive types to really align with the Palestinians and be more aware and be ready for the inevitable situation that was about to come with Israel's acceleration of the genocide of the Palestinians. So yeah, from a tactical perspective, I thought that was really incredible. But I just wanted to link those two. He's linking them right here. But they were already linked by the Palestinians themselves, who did an incredible job of, doing that sort of like making that case to American citizens.
Lynched in front of the entire world. Shame. We are here because of Jamaal Khashoggi. Yes. And all of the journalists who gave their lives to bring us to.
Yeah, Jamaal Khashoggi, I think, was the one who was murdered by Saudi Arabia, right? Am I wrong? Khashoggi. Yeah, Saudi journalist and dissident. So yeah, he was the one that Saudi Arabia killed. But there's also Abdul Akla, I think was her name, the one who was murdered by the IDF. And generally, I did a segment the other day. The IOF has the Israeli occupation forces have killed like 300 journalists or something, maybe even more now, in Gaza. They are targeting journalists and killing, like, journalists have never been killed in the history of humanity at the rate that they have been over the past couple of years. It's unprecedented. The world has never seen this level of targeted killing of journalists in all of its history. The only democracy in the Middle East, right? A free liberal democracy with freedom of the press. Oh wait, it kills every journalist that ever even slightly challenges the narrative of Zionism. Yeah, it's so free. What a free press they have over there. Yeah, Israel is you don't have to hear me say Israel is the worst. They're pure evil.
We fight against Donald Trump. We need to fight against a system designed to keep us separated, divided, marginalized, and oppressed.
Yeah.
This system has been designed this way from the inception of America. The genocide of the indigenous people.
Yep.
Of my ancestors. But you know what else we had throughout American history?
There's a through line there too. There's a through line throughout all of that. We created our country on a foundation of genocide, and it was never really acknowledged. Never really, there was never reparations. There was never any sort of anything to lessen that burden on the soul of our country, which we needed. We needed some way to lessen that burden on the soul of our country, because we're starting to see that, like, and then obviously there was the enslavement of African Americans. All of these are forms of apartheid, by the way. I mean, the genocide is like a step above or whatever, but like that was like a form of apartheid. Then Jim Crow was another, iteration of apartheid. And then we never repaired. We never repaired that. We never like really sincerely acknowledged and repaired that systematic problem that we had. And then here we are now in the era, like as we're descending back into an era of or like into a modern fascist state or whatever, allowing Israel to do the exact same sort of indigenous genocide that we did before. These things have consequences when you don't address them. When you don't address them materially, as the problems of the past or whatever, you're doomed to just like live in a perpetual cycle of violence. That's why I'm always for the things like reparations and stuff. It honestly, it might be too little too late at this point, but like I think that anything to lessen that burden on the soul of our country is like necessary.
History, we had freedom fighters that fought the fuck back.
Yeah.
And right now, today, we are those freedom fighters. And that's why we say, unapologetically, fuck ICE.
Fuck ICE. Oh yeah, brother.
Fuck ICE.
Fuck ICE.
Fuck ICE. Fuck ICE.
Yeah. Dude, I love Jamaal Bowman. He's so badass, dude. Also, I don't know if you guys know this. He can bench 4 plates, dude. It's crazy. It's like 400 pounds. He's insanely strong.
And that is why we say, unapologetically, fuck APAC!
Fuck APAC!
Fuck APAC!
Hell yeah.
Fuck APAC! Fuck APAC! Because APAC, guess what? You knew APAC, that our movement was so powerful that you had to spend $25 million to get me out of Congress.
Yep. I think we're almost getting past that, man. APAC is finding ways to try to trick people, like to try to pretend like they're not, not have their name associated with the candidates they want elected. But I'm just so happy that, like, I mean, number one, currently it's still possible to track where all of their donors are fleeing to, like what organizations they're fleeing to or whatever. So like as of now, it's still possible to know who is the APAC candidate. I think at some point they're going to try to loosen transparency laws or whatever to make it so it's much harder to know that, just because of how much of an impact it's having on them right now. But yeah, and then but APAC, I used to say like even if APAC went, like, because sometimes you have to figure, look for silver linings and stuff. Even though APAC won against Jamaal Bowman and Cori Bush on that election cycle, they had to spend ungodly amounts of money, right? I like to, like, sometimes I take inspiration from like, resistance groups, and like, you don't always, win every battle or whatever, but you just impose cost, right? You impose as much cost as possible, and then eventually it becomes unsustainable. And so at this point, I don't even know if there is any level of money that APAC could spend to actually win an election just with their name or whatever. If they are able to hide it well enough, they probably could, but
You have won that battle, but we will win the motherfucking war.
hell yeah.
Because we are about to unite. Saikat Chakrabarti to be the best. local races up and down the motherfucking country.
Yeah.
And so, we always must...
Yeah, burn down the old Democratic Party and build something new. I mean, I think that we're getting there. We're getting there. We just need to get, we need to, the Democratic Party, the people who we are getting elected need to take charge. They need to take power in whatever way that they can, whether that's, going against leadership on immoral votes, that sort of stuff. But also just like, hopefully if we have enough, we can get actual people into leadership roles, which can then, lead the party in a better direction. I think the majority of the Democratic voter base is, on the side of these types of candidates and not on the side of the Chuck Schumers and, just standard neoliberal centrist corporate Democrats. So I think we do have the people. And I think they're scared right now, which is good. But we don't want them to just be scared. We want them to be gone. So, I think we'll keep pushing forever. It never stops. It's a never ending journey. Getting justice, getting, righting past wrongs, getting, dreaming of a better future, trying to attain that better future. It's a never ending fight. Unfortunately, there's never going to be a situation where we get there and then everything's perfect. It's always a constant struggle, constant vigilance, as Mad Eye Moody would say.
Keep in our thoughts and our prayers and our hearts all of the people we have lost, all of the people who gave their lives for this movement, not just now, but historically. And just to pick up on what Darren Lisa said, our movement hasn't even reached its full potential yet. We are and will continue to get stronger every single day. We have to. We have no choice. Because I am not going to live under fucking fascism.
Hell yeah.
Under techno-feudalism and surveillance. I do not want to live in a country where we constantly spend money on wars but can't feed the poor.
Oh yeah.
And so, are you ready for the progressive takeover of Congress?
Oh yeah, a new revolution, baby. A new American founding. I mean, I think we really need it, man. I think we do, honestly. I think we need a new American founding. I think we need a new revolution. It doesn't have to necessarily be like a violent revolution, but I need like a new, just a change in our system, a fundamental change in our system. And I hope and I pray that we can get there. I hope that we can get there in my lifetime. I want to see what America can truly be if we're, out from under the thumb of our pedo billionaire overlords. I think that America can be a great country. I really do. I believe in the people of America. The people of America are, they have their problems. They're selfish. They're unaware generally a lot. They're usually but a lot of that is also taught though. And I think can be untaught as well. I think that we can, but the things that I love about America is I do think that we have very, the people of America is I do think we have very strong-minded and strong-willed people. We have people who, at least on the individual level, don't like being oppressed or, don't like feeling like controlled. In some senses, they're a little reactionary in that regard, but I think that can be channeled to a more healthy place as well. And I like everything that we do to the max. Like, I mean, also it's sometimes annoying in how we do it here because it usually involves things like we usually channel that towards things like consumerism or, you know, uh, you know, like extremes in terms of like how we eat or whatever, those types of things. But, you know, all of these things though they can be positives if we just channel them in the right direction. And so I do think America can be, can be something great. And we are incredibly diverse, which is an incredible upside. I think that I don't know. I believe that America can be something better than what it is right now. I'm trying to help us get there. That's my personal goal. Even if, whatever little bit I can do, I hope that I can help people get to, help people understand things in a way that they can, go out there and help others understand. And eventually we get this country into towards a more just and noble state. That's what I hope.
Not one for the rich and well-connected, psycho, savage, evil, devil, pedophile, Epstein.
Hey, I was just talking about that.
We're going to win a new America, but listen, we got to build it. It's on us. It's on each and every one of us to build a progressive House of Representatives, to reform the fucking Supreme Court, to end the filibuster, to give Medicare for all.
By the way, all of these things that he's saying are things that we should do day one of a new Democrat presidency. Trump has achieved what no Democrat would have ever been allowed to achieve in terms of power for the executive branch. He has ignored court orders. He has blatantly violated the law all the time with his executive orders. The next Democrat who gets in there should be like, okay, every conservative justice is now immediately disbarred. They are immediately off the court. All conservative ones who made terrible decisions, they're all gone. I will replace them all with 5 incredibly progressive, preferably leftist justices. Day one, they are gone. We have a new Supreme Court. The new Supreme Court will be charged with overturning all of their stupid decisions that they made under the past, this past time period. Like I would say, go ahead and do that on day one. Like day one, you should also, Trump has shown that, you can just take ownership of companies, right? Like you can take ownership stakes of companies. So I would say day one, seize Amazon. Be like, Amazon is now a government company. We own Amazon. We will seize all of the wealth that Bezos has. It is now ours. Bezos is going to be charged for treason against this country for, his influence over American politics, like stuff like that. Just do it. Day one. And also do the Trump fire hose strategy. Do the Trump fire hose strategy of every single day you're doing something and the media can't keep up with it all, right? Like but you're doing all these good things, like things that people, that would be beneficial for the working class. Every single day do something, and then the media can't keep up. The courts can't keep up. Like we've seen how Trump was able to effectively do this. And now it's our turn. And the courts are going to try and stop you, and the system is going to try to stop you every step of the way. Just say, fuck it. Who cares? That's my personal opinion. And use the treason charge very liberally. These people, they have corrupted our politics. They do not care about the American populace. They only care about their own wealth and the wealth of the global pedophile elites, right? So, you know, charge them with treason. Be like, they are treasonous against the United States. Their politics, the amount of money that they've used to corrupt our politics, the amount of things that they've gotten through backroom deals and bribes. These are all treasonous against the United States, and use that charge very liberally. That's what I would. Those are some of the just initial things that I would do if I was, if I became president of the United States.
But in order to get this, first and foremost, we got to win on June 2nd. Yes. And so everyone in this audience, everybody watching, everybody listening, we need you to join the phone bank, we need you to knock doors, and we need you to do that through the election so my brother Saikat can win. And so without further ado, I think it's time to bring the next brother on. You ready? Awesome. So listen, I love y'all. Make some noise for yourselves. That was kind of weak. Y'all on this side?
Jamaal Bowman, dude, he's so rad. He's so much fun. Okay, cool. Anyway, well, let's see what he says here. He could be a fucking WWE announcer. He's so energetic. I loved it, man. Great high energy, off to a great start for this stream. Seriously though, Jamaal Bowman is the best. Such a good speaker, so powerful, both physically and in mind, or like his words, like I said earlier. There you go, people. That was a good inspirational thing to start off the stream with.